Sagittarius, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for mid-December 2022. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes in the energy and see what's going on for the lovely Saggies out there in their season, no less. So what's going on, my guides? Talk to me. I know you're all doing fabulous, right? Let's see what's up. And yeah, we're just going to look at this first card real quick, then we'll get into the full tarot reading itself, and at the very end I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. But let's get a pop in here. What's up with Saggy, please? All right, I'm just going to take that card because I went to go do my normal shuffles and the Helping Hands card like levitated out of my hands. How singular, right? So this card does have a lot of angelic undertones, and it could also represent help, assistance, a lot of layers here. Now, before we start peeling that back, if you're new here, I'm going to be speaking about the December subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Have a look at this Helping Hands card. So you see that woman there, she's like taking a nap, taking a snooze, sleeping, resting. A lot of you could be in that mode where you want to recuperate or recover from something. Absolutely. Hopefully Spirit's not shining a light on bad sleep habits or having insomnia issues like that. You might just need a rest when this card pops out. But the hands are very interesting to me. This could be a big signal about guides, angels, spirit teams, stuff like that. So some of you might need to know that you're spiritually protected. Somebody's watching out for you, looking over your shoulder, even if you don't always feel it. This is a good vibe. Another thing I always pick up with this Helping Hands card is somebody might be wanting help from you. Like there's someone around you that might need help. Maybe you need assistance. Don't be afraid to ask when we have a card like that. But let's get into tarot. I always say with that first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. But we're going to get you 3 cards in the upright before I get that intuitive, juicy stuff going. What's going on with Saggy, please? Let's get a nice shuffle for my friends. And while I do this, I would like to wish you all a very happy birthday, my friends. From me to you, whether it's just past or coming up, I hope you have a fabulous birthday. Now, last week's reading was swinging very positive. It was titled A Huge Triumph. The 2 weeks before that, we had some rough stuff. We had some towers, like things ending, cycles closing. But last week's reading did feel a lot more positive, talking about overcoming something, overcoming a trial or a tribulation. So hopefully one's come in for you. Hopefully you have had a triumph where you overcame something. But let's see what we have this week. As you know, energy is very fluid. It's never set in stone. So let's see what we have for you. Only take it how it hits. There's a lot of Saggies out there. It's not one size fits all. Okay. Because we could be seeing you or somebody else around you. So the 5 of Wands in position number 1. Interesting. Not the nicest energy. But let's see how the rest of this plays out. All right, yeah, we have the 9 of Swords on the back in the center, pardon me. So the fire-air combo is starting up. It's a little volatile. I don't really like to see these energies in your season, my friends. You should be celebrating your birthday. What's going on? One more for Saggy. Thank you. Okay, we have the Empress on the back end, so all is not lost, my friends. It seems like we have a nice little sprinkle of hope on the back end of this spread. Okay, like, let's go through it. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, and we'll get the juicy, intuitive stuff. So the first 2 cards are feeling a little combative. They're feeling a little volatile. The 5 of Wands in position number 1, in its positive sense, could represent somebody with a lot of determination, a lot of grit, get up and go, like, no, I'm going to accomplish this. I'm going to get this done. But you see the card. It's 5 people literally beating the stuffing out of each other with sticks, right? They're beating the crap out of each other. So it can talk about conflict, battle, like misunderstandings, mishaps. So I want to see what this represents. For some people, it could be the tests that life throws at them one after another. So Spirit might be testing you. It all really depends on the clarifier. But pressing forward, we do have the 9 of Swords right in the center. And I just want to bring your attention back to this very first card where I was talking about sleep. Okay, needing some rest, needing to recuperate, needing sleep. The 9 of Swords is the card of somebody who's having trouble in the nighttime. So whether it is speaking about, having bad dreams or somebody who's just flip-flop and they can't get to bed for whatever reason. If it's not you, there's someone around you that they're having a very tough time sleeping for whatever reason, or they're waking up a lot. Nine of Swords is very high strung, right? This is energy of anxiousness, nervousness. So I really want to clarify this and see what it's about. Somebody with a lot on the mind. And when we combine the fire of the Five of Wands, the air of the Nine, it could just represent volatility, explosiveness. So we want to see how the rest of it plays out. However, on the back end here, we do have the beautiful, lovely Empress. When I see this card, I think of Taurus. Sometimes it could represent other earth signs. It could even represent Libras because of the Venus energy. That's something I personally think. But the Empress is that goddess energy, right? So whether this is a mother figure in your life or whether this is the abundance and blessings from spirit, this card can represent it. Now, the positives of her, it's that spirituality and it's the abundance coming in, blessings. But the negative, it can be something that's sticking around or something that's overbearing somebody or something that's just like a little smothering when we see the Empress here. Or it could be somebody that is very stubborn as well, okay? Because it's always important to remember that in tarot, all cards have like a double-edged sword, right? They all have dual meaning. So I want to dive deeper on all of it, Saggy. Let's do that. We're going to jump in and clarify. And so let's go. One good shuffle here for Saggy, please. What's going on for my Saggy friends? And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation. I'm just giving you mine. Let's see what's going on. And if you read tarot yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why this box is here. If you know how to read the cards, you could drop whatever messages you're feeling down in the comments for the rest of the Saggies. I don't mind at all. Okay, you won't be stepping on my toes. Five of Wands time. Why is the Five of Wands here? All right, the deck is being a little specific now. What do we got? Okay, Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Okay, and this is a very similar vibe to what I was getting for you a couple of weeks ago. Now, for some of you, this could be somebody catching a dose of karma. Pardon me, I almost flipped the letters and words around. But the Wheel of Fortune is always a good thing when it shows up in a spread, but in reverse, it does have that little edge. For some of you, you could be like wanting or needing to stop something like the reading I saw a couple of weeks ago. But a vibe I'm picking up here is that a lot of you need to know like the hands of karma are turning, where somebody might be about to catch a dose of karma, right? Like if I talked about that Five of Wands and it's somebody who's very combative, quick to anger, volatile type of energy, the hands of karma could come sweeping in for that individual in this time. So this feels like a karmic warning right here in the front end. Know that spirit is taking notes and keeping receipts. Okay? But aside from that, this is something that you might know needs to be shut down or stopped for whatever reason. Okay, whether it's a thought process, an emotional response, or it could even be another person, right? Could be a little rowdy in their behavior. We're going to see what's up with that Nine of Swords, though. Could be a karmic warning for sure. Because if that's not your energy, it could easily be somebody like about to get a dose, right? Karma striking. Let's see what's going on for that Nine of Swords. So why is this Nine of Swords here? That high strung type of vibe. Okay, thank you. That came out real quick. Yeah, Judgment. And I feel like I want to say this again. This is a karmic card as well, the Judgment card. Could be somebody literally making a judgment. For a portion of you, the Nine of Swords with Judgment in the upright, this is somebody really struggling with a decision like, all right, what do I do this? Do I not do this? Like, that's the big vibe I'm catching here. Like someone playing ping pong in their brain. And I was picking up similar things in the other fire signs, that there might be someone ping ponging something in their brain. Very uptight and nervous and anxious. But it is a karmic card as well. Okay, so whether it's you hoping that karma swings in your way or towards somebody, that's up to you to discern. But the Nine of Swords with Judgment, it's fiery, volatile, and karmic. I do feel that. Could be something coming in. So if this is a person that's nervous and high-strung, that energy is going to stick around for a while. If you're nervous or high-strung, just try your best to cleanse your energy and get into some meditation. That's just how it feels. But the karmic energies are strong in this spread. I want to see how it plays out when we get to the Empress. Okay? Because I did say, like, yeah, there's a karmic warning here. If we're getting another karmic clarifier when we get to the Empress. Let's just see. I don't want to over-talk it yet. Let's see what's up with the Empress. Because it could be something working out better for you in the end here. So why is the Empress here? Super fast. And that's another thing with your reading this week, Saggy. These cards are coming out quick. Okay. Yeah, Ten of Swords. I feel like a lot of you may have dodged something. Okay. I don't want to use the word dodge a bullet, but with the Ten of Swords and the upright underneath this Empress, like blessing in disguise is what this is screaming to me. If you've recently had an ending, a tough ending, a hard ending, and it's just not sitting well, like if something's closed out, you might need to hear that it was for the best. That's like the energy I'm picking up here. Because with the Empress, yeah, for some of you, it could be some sort of pain with a mother figure, of course. But with the Empress and the Ten of Swords, I do feel like some ending that may have happened recently was for the best. Blessing in disguise. It might hurt now, but it'll be better in the end type of energy. And I do feel like a lot of you might have dodged something, right? Like there could have been something that could have turned out way worse or way harder when we have the Empress with the Ten of Swords. And like I said, for some of you, yeah, this could be a person, mother figure, Taurus. But let's go in and do a quick recap here. And this is giving me very odd energies. Definitely not what I'd expect to see for you in your birthday season. It's all good though, right? Let's go through and I'll give you this quick recap. But in position number 1, very scattered type of feeling I'm still feeling off this spread. But we have the Five of Wands with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Sure, yeah, could it be someone who feels like something's not fair? Sure. Like the way somebody did something, it's just not fair. Absolutely. But I did feel like karma is going to come swinging in for somebody, right? Like somebody's about to catch a dose of their karmic justice here. And I did, especially with 2 of the things, there's karmic ties and energies here. Just know, be warned, Spirit's taking notes here, okay? Whether that's good for you or whether it's not. But yeah, there could also be something that needs to be stopped. In the center, we have the Nine of Swords with Judgment. Somebody really waffling with a decision or bouncing something in their head. Like, should I do this? Should I do that? It's like very much insomniac type of energy right here in the center. Nervous, anxious, somebody who's having a very tough time sleeping. But on the back end, we have the Empress with the Ten of Swords in the upright. I was getting that big vibe of either a blessing in disguise, something that may have ended recently or is going to end, could be for the best. Someone dodged something here. Like it could have been much worse. Like even if it didn't feel good, even if it hurt, it could have been much worse. So please take a screenshot. I'm going to get you 1 shadow card. And like I said, with the Empress, the Ten of Swords, you just fitted how it fits for your life. Could it be a mother figure, pain with an ending there? Absolutely. Could it be a Libra or another earth sign? You just take your pick. But I do feel like for a lot of you, it could just be a blessing in disguise here. But let's get 1 shadow card just to end this reading off in a nice way. Let's go on introspective way. The shadows aren't always nice and kind, right? So we have the Emperor showing up in the shadows. Interestingly, we have the Empress in the main part of the spread and the Emperor in the shadows. Very intriguing. Shows a little bit of balance here. Now, for some of you, this could be some sort of rough ending with an Aries, a father figure. So I'm seeing like little parental ties here as well, like mother, father, throughout the whole entire reading. But if it isn't any issues tied in with a male figure, it could be problems with authority. A lot of you could really, you might need to look within yourself. If you're the type of person that rejects any authority figure, like you are a revolutionary type of individual, there's nothing wrong with that. But Spirit might be wanting you to take a look at why that might be. Okay. Another thing with the Emperor is that it represents control. So there may have been times in the past where you didn't have enough willpower, you lost control in regards to something, and you might need to take a look at those things. That's just what I'm feeling. But for some of you, it could easily be a father figure or an Aries showing up here in the shadows. So do with that what you will. But Saggy, that's what I have for you this week, my beautiful friends. Don't click away just yet. I'm going to give you the details of the December subscriber surprise. If you got your name in for the November subscriber surprise, the winners will be announced after the Fire Air readings this week. But for December, I'm giving away 2 copies of the beautiful Tarot in Wonderland. This is the deck I used in this week's reading. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, 2 simple things, as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed. Second, let me know down in the comments which tarot card makes you happiest when you see it. You'll be entered to win, and at the end of December, I will put the winners in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love to you, and I'll see you next time.